What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Battle Brothers. Picking up a little bit after where we left off last time. As promised, guys, I took out this location here. It was a big fortified goblin spot. We smashed it. And yeah, all I did really was walk my way over here to rule Gazeeks. I have assembled a crew. We could optimize these guys a little bit better. We could change out armors. We've got a lot of really powerful armor sets just kind of sitting on the bench. I'm almost not expecting to do it on the first try. So let's do a bit of a... I mean, if we do it, we do it. But if it's a dry run, then I'm not going to worry too much about swapping gear over. And then we'll talk about that and we'll do our best with that later. At that location, though, I did pick this up. The Revered Ribbon Saleh, which is an awesome crossbow helmet. It's the best crossbow helmet in the game, because it only has -1 vision and it has huge armor values. I went ahead and gave it to Moody. And let's see. What else? I picked up one other thing. Here. So you'll notice I have my Noble Sword in my inventory, and that's because I picked up Stinging Mercy. So now I've got Stinging Mercy and... who's got the other one? Ulfric here has the Assassin's Reckoning. So, I went over the stats, and it looks like it is just a little bit better than a Noble Sword. At the very least, it's very light, and it helps Jebediah pick up a bit more fatigue. Okay. Front line, very shielded. We've got Rodrigo, and we have, with his ears, which should help him, you know, from being stopped. He won't be netted, he won't be grasped. He should just be able to go into the back lines and tear people up. And then we have Edgel here. With his regeneration, he's also a really good flanker. And then we have every single ranged tool available to us. I've opted to keep Zigzag in over Ack. I don't think we'll need the standard. And Ack's accuracy, sadly, is a little bit lacking. I would like to use the Living Mirage's Thunder. But there is a possibility that I just want another Impaler. As much range as I can get my hands on. But we'll see, guys. Our archers need to do some heavy lifting this battle. And let's do it. Rule Gazeeks. I'm going to have to read a little bit here, so buckle up. You return to the city, but the stranger you met earlier is nowhere to be seen. However, what is seen is an enormous contingent of goblin forces marching out of their city. They're in lockstep and chittering loudly. Their leaders sit atop saddled wolves with their war banners tilting side to side as though it were a fleet set to sea. Goblin families stand perched at the gates. They're throwing handfuls of boons upon the marchers, and sometimes you see a dog or human limb get tossed down, and whichever goblin catches it holds it up like a trophy, and the surrounding troop cheers. It takes a full hour for the army to pass, at which time the goblins at the gates recede back into the city, and a few guards mill about. There's still plenty yet to put up a good fight, but not enough to handle the Sons of Sigmar. Prepare the attack. Alright, so for our trouble, lots of ambushers, a plethora of skirmishers, a few overseers, a few shamans, and many wolf riders. The shamans are the problem makers. This is not the worst terrain I've ever seen. Not by a long shot. All I'm really thinking right now is I'm questioning whether or not to shoot with certain brothers on the first turn. Because we will want to move here. I want this high ground. I want to get archers here, or at least some ranged brothers here. And then let's make a front line here, a shielded front line. And we'll try and pull our brothers who are on the bottom rows up. But there's going to be so many shamans, and there's also going to be dudes up top, because they have so many, they can't fit them all in front of us. But this is good. I'm going to step here. We need to kill anyone who, like, comes close to us, firstly. And in the meantime, we'll just have to suffer through all of the vines. The Wolf Riders are going to engage. Some of the Skirmishers are going to engage. And we're going to get peppered by the ambushers the entire time. That's how this fight's going to go. 43 though, not that scary of a number. The terrain can sometimes make this an insanely difficult fight. I'm hoping that doesn't happen here. Okay, first shaman's coming up. Sometimes you can get lucky too and they'll expose the shamans. Yeah, I'm gonna step up first turn. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Step back here. Looks like only 2 overseers. Deciding when to shoot and when not to shoot is going to be kind of hard. Yeah, it's rough. Try and free Edgel. Yeah, that feels pretty bad. Okay, break free, buddy. There we go. I want to use Edgel to hold back a large number of the goblins up here. But I want to be able to step up onto that area. I'm happy for now with him just being separated from the main group. This is a good spot. Okay, we'll step in here in front. See if we can get lucky with a 22%er. And we did. Yeah, our boy here has got to get out. He did not. Okay. Step up there. Step up there. We're going for kills right now. So we're not going to easily break their morale because of the overseers. But if we can kill enough of them on a single turn, we can freak them out to the point where the overseers don't really matter. Or even scare the overseers, which would be freaking legit. Okay, nice hit. We've got adrenaline for next turn. Yeah, here comes another shaman from the top. And probably more overseers as well, I have to imagine. I want to make this my base. Like this one, I want it to be my area of operations where they have to come up to get to me. Perfect. Freaking them out. That sucks. Zigzag's gun looking like it's going to be a liability for this fight. Poison lasts for several turns. Okay, I mean, they poisoned someone who's already poisoned. I think on the same turn that he was originally poisoned, so it doesn't do anything, which is great. Could have easily been on one of our other archers. I'd rather let anyone else in our front line be poisoned. We want our backliners able to fire as much as possible. They're going to be what saves us here. The only time I've ever had this fight be truly easy is in a Let's Play, I'm trying to remember which company it was, where I had lots of war bows and throwing weapons. And I was able really just to kill most of them from range. And they exposed their shamans to me, and I was able to snipe them. So then it was just kind of like, can you reach me? Yeah, we have some better shots down here. I'm going to take that one, though. Hitting a Wolf Rider, you know, we probably don't kill the Wolf Rider in one shot. Ooh, the Overseer is getting pretty bold. Yeah, us not being able to get out of those vines last turn was pretty rough. They've exposed the Shaman. That's huge and lucky. We didn't kill him though. Okay. Since we can't hit anything, let's just try and get people out of the vines. 73% chance. Pretty good. Excellent. Once again, Aerosol with the delete button. Step in. That was an 8%. There was no way. And you know what? I'll close back in. Swap out our weaponry. Let's smash the wolf. Dang. Okay. Break free. Yeah, I'm not pushing any farther forward than that, I don't think. Gotta get you out, buddy. Okay. He made it out of the vines, but he's not out of the hole. I'm asking myself right now whether or not I should get really aggressive. Because we're already kind of freaking them out, and that's a powerful position, and Tiberius is in perfect health. He's shielded. It puts several of them on the low ground. It makes it so that some of these guys can't even attack. And with Tiberius there, I think I'm happy to step forward. We expose some of our backliners, but it looks like they're content to shoot at Jebediah, because he's in a hole. The AI thinks he's really vulnerable, but he's shielded. They're taking some like 5% chances. Man, they want him. Okay, they land their first shot. Okay, poison. Yeah, would love to not get wrecked here. If we can start snowballing with Tiberius, that'd be huge. We also don't want Jake to get ganked either. Or shanked. Shanked and ganked, I guess. Moody's range is severely, like, handicapped right now. But maybe he can, like, fend off some of these guys who are trying to flank us. Edgel should be able to finish off this Wolf Rider. Screamer should be able to finish off this one, or at least come very close. The net is pretty painful. Ooh, a footwork, eh? Okay. They have so many units. I just want to take my turn, please. Okay. Well, they're blocking me now. And I'm being flanked quite heavily. I think I put some damage there. I don't want them to shoot tongue. Ow, that hurt. Okay. Let's break out of the net. They'll almost certainly just put me in another net. And we freaked out one of the shamans. That's huge. Alright. I've also got grenades I can use. I'm not without tricks here. There we go. Put the fear in them. Just like that. This side is looking a little bit clearer. Yes. And we are on the shaman. Awesome. Okay. Can our boy get out at all? To any... There we go. Okay, I can get him at least out of that position. Maybe one day Zigzag will join the fight. And we're going to step in here. Hmm. 32. So how many is that? We've killed 11 so far? Try to run, please. Yes. Not bad, guys, but things can certainly start going wrong from here. We need to scare them. Even more than we already have. Pull out my axes so I can throw next turn. I pulled him back just so we could block for our 2 archers. Because I feel like a lot of the range pressure is kind of in a viscerally direction. We're fearing the ones in this direction. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to block for tongue. And these wolf riders can come up the back, but they're going to have a hard time. They're going to be in the low ground in every fight they go into. We've got throwing weapons to cover us, crossbows. That's a little rough. Yeah, and the net. Okay. I mean, if anyone's going to be in this position, I'm happy it's Edgel. Okay, what we do here really matters. Like taking the easy kill, mostly for the off chance that will cause even more fear. Alright, no shots. See, I was hoping he wouldn't get a puncture off. That should be a kill if it lands. And we're going to ignore this one little goblin. Good kill. Freak him out, man. Get this one. Okay, I mean, if you're going to miss and hit a shaman, that's great. So I've got a clear shot here. A clear shot here. I think I'm going to take that one. He's worrying me a little bit. Simply because Edgel. Edgel can take a lot of hits, but I don't really want to test that very much. See if we can get him out of the net. Yes! And that's why we bring the guns. Hell yeah. And now Edgel's all up in your business, touching your stuff. Okay, very good. Yeah, I'm not just going to let him run and come back. We're not playing that game. So, what do we do here now? You know, let's put some damage. Ooh, okay. Let's put some damage on him and potentially make him run. Oh, hell yeah. So the Impaler knocked him off of high ground and killed the wolf. Pretty awesome. 60% are there. If I adrenaline, I think I have enough then to use a swing. Let's do that. Step in here. Crush him. Step in there. Awesome. That was a really great series of moves. I don't know what it looked like to you guys, but it felt pretty good. We'll switch our weaponry out. I mean, this is going really great. Oh, dang. Okay, well, kind of looks like maybe we didn't need adrenaline there. We'll move this away, get ourselves a little bit closer to the action. Only 19 of them left, y'all. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Did I count him? Maybe 15. Almost all of them are running. This battle is over. Okay, I do not have enough for a swing. I did my math a little bit wrong. But as long as I have enough to step up here into the Overseer, I'm happy. Now, barring some, like, ridiculous Impaler shot, which could happen. Okay, he did not take it. I was going to say, we should be fine. Alright, no hits. I don't really like letting any of them escape. Especially not the high value guys. We'll shoot at the ones that are still fighting. Yeah, and I'll just step in. They're not doing anything about it. Put a hit there, step in there. Okay, can't quite move yet. We need to get our hammer back out. So we've got both of the Overseers sort of locked down. Awesome. So because of the strength of our ranged weaponry, being in the vines wasn't really all that detrimental for us. Awesome. You will not escape, sir. Perfect. Keep moving forward here. Can I even get over here? It doesn't look like I can. Well, how about that, guys? Our first try, we knocked it out. I don't want to celebrate too much. A couple like horrible like puncture attacks and we are, you know, going to the hospital. But they are running away now. Many of them we will not be able to catch. Really happy to get another one of those guys. But I would love to kill another shaman. Of course, the more basic dudes I don't care about. If I can get the shaman and the overseer, that would be cool. I've got tons of dogs. By tons, I think I mean probably like 5, 6, something like that. We'll see what they do. If they're all frightened, they're not going to put up a fight. But it looks like they might all escape. Get him, doggo. Dang it. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to stop him. Well, I'm not that upset, guys. I'm looking at my clock right now. That was like a 20-minute Goblin City fight. And this might be the smoothest it's ever gone. You know what? Our brothers are very well geared. But I will also say that I think something we should keep in mind also is I think there was a huge benefit to us having just so many men. I think having 16 men on the field is just so many targets. When you only have 12, I mean straight up 4 less. The AI has so much less confusion as to what to target. And that allows them to sort of like prioritize, right? The Goblin Shamans weren't able to lock down our entire team, so we had some mobility at the very beginning. Where normally you have none. Because 3 Shamans is enough to lock down your whole team. And at that point, you're relying on purely your backliners to do any damage that can be done. You're trying to desperately like get your frontliners out. We can't run these guys down. It's over. We did it though. Well done, everybody. Hell yes. And for our trouble, lots of food, some dyes, some ancient gold coins, an impaler, and the real prize here. The Emperor's Countenance. A golden helmet and face mask showing the visage of an emperor from an age long past, imbued with mystical energies. When you hold it into the light, it almost looks as if the face were moving and making expressions of disgust. Why is it so good? Well, first off, it's got 400 durability, a maximum fatigue of 20, and it reflects 25% of the damage taken in melee back to the attacker. Truly an amazing helmet. The Goblin Vanguard vanquished. You march on the city to ransack it. Tiny goblins are slain and scalped or beheaded. More yet scurry around you like ants, each carrying something above their heads like human skulls or treasures, and one sprints madly about, totting a flagpole with its banner of flame, and another dances with the decapitated head of a wolf. Your men turn over huts and shanties and kick out leaners, and anything found breathing is put to an end. An ancient fortress the goblins used for a city core is set upon with a pillager's eye. You enter the halls yourself, and there find a blind goblin crawling with a wreath of human femurs hanging from its neck. The greenskin chitters and chamfers in your general direction, no doubt sensing your presence. Though a pained grimace on its face means it also senses the annihilations of its people. You put the greenskin, or you gut him, and leave it to die on the stone floor. Your mercenaries run on ahead and into the council room full of elders and cut them all down in a murderous frenzy that has limbs flying and fingers scattering and blood shooting up the walls and across the tables. You head outside to the castle yard. Here you find a pile of dead humans. Some mutilated, others charged, one stuffed with a torch as though his rib cage were a brazier. Past the corpses you spot the Wolf Rider kennels. You have wolf cages burned and their trainers thrown in the fires to die with them. One of the wolves breaks free and sprints further into the city with a cape of flame for fur. It runs from abode to abode, barking and howling for relief. You watch as the flames rapidly burn thatched huts and straw-roofed shacks. Before you yourself are consumed in the fiery carnage, you order the men back out and watch the whole place burn to the ground. With the savages taken care of, you take inventory of the loot. Who's that? As you count the loot, the stranger who ordained the entire goblin-slaying strategy reappears. You can't even see the color of him, for he is utterly drenched in goblin guts and gore. He's got a few scalps in hand, and a pouch that has ears and noses poking out the top, and blood dripping from the bottom. He nods. All is well, traveler, all is well. We did good. You ask him if he set the fire, and he nods. Goblins stagger their rear guard in mazes of walls and mines. I shuttered their escapes to hem the population between 2 walls, closed the way out, closed the way in, and set fire to everything. They perished quickly. I see you fared well. You can keep the loot. I've no use for it. He turns and walks away. You yell out to him, this outrageous warrior, and ask how much he'd want to join the company. This time he turns back. He laughs at us. Okay. Traveler, this joke, comedy, delightful, truly. But my work will not be stalled until every goblin has been destroyed. Fair enough, a man's purpose is his own. But you're curious. You ask how many cities are out there. 23. Oh, sorry, did you ask how many there are in total? 23 I've destroyed, but still in existence there are 2, 3. I wager 4,000. Good travels, traveler. This time he departs for good. You look back at the Sons of Sigmar. They are in rare agreement. They wish they hadn't heard any of that. Yeah, that few, huh? So we did it, guys. And for our troubles, arguably the best helmet in the game, the Emperor's Countenance. Oh, man. I was thinking about who I would give this to, and I settled on giving it to Rodrigo. I think at some point Rodrigo is going to be decked out in full Emperor's gear, and I think Mael is going to take this helmet here. And we're going to pass this on to Miguel. So a nice little series of exchanges there. And in our back line, for our crossbowman slash... Yeah, we're going to give this to Ack. Okay. Crossbowman slash, you know, two-handers. I think that's good. But there we go, guys. We did it. I'm not sure what else. I thought that was going to take at least 2 attempts. At least. But we crushed them. We're very well prepared for that fight. I will say that. There was really nothing about that fight that we should have struggled to do. Now we head back to town, and we sell stuff, and we start plotting our next adventure. I'm thinking, the thing that we want to make a priority is I'd like to at least unlock the Kraken fight by finding more Shimmering Ash, so I need to prioritize fights that involve Necrosavants. We need to get more of that. Then we can bring it back here to the Stone Pillars. So that's big on our list. But if we'll remember in the last episode... Ooh, Hexen. Yeah. If we remember in the last episode, the war has started. The Noble War. So we can get involved in that for a little while. And hopefully on our travels and journeys and battles, we'll come across maybe some locations where we can take those types of fights. But big groups of Necrosavants are usually out in the wilderness. Probably will be some of them more in the desert than anywhere else. But the desert is far away from the Noble War. Which I would like to get involved in. It'll temporarily mess up some of our bro relationships. So I need to think about who I'm going to side with. Probably Green Boys, who are House Rosenving. They have more of the things that I care about. Oh, wow. Dang, a good Coddle Dagger. And this is a one-handed Warhammer. We're buying this bad boy. Battle-forged Iron Warper. I really don't even ask questions. And then we have this this Bitter Shiv. I want that too, but sadly our only dagger bro is using the best dagger in the game. Although having an alternate like backup Coddle Dagger could be cool. But let's compare the Battle-forged Iron Warper to Wolf's current weapon. Organize our loot a little bit here. Tell me what you got, buddy. 100 durability, 129 durability, 30 and 40 on par. 64% damage, ignores armor, that's great. And then you get a bonus, what is that? 9% effectiveness versus armor, and it's the same weight. Okay, I mean, the durability is pointless, but the effectiveness that it ignores armor is quite good, and we can sell the other Warhammer if we would like. The price here to sell is not great. They must be having war-related issues. Yeah, that sucks. Do I want this dagger? I kinda do. It's got big damage. I'm just a sucker for good loot. I think I'm gonna pass on the dagger. It's really strong, and it would be excellent in the hands of Tiberius. But it would be way better if I could pair Tiberius with someone like Uldric. Like, just put them next to each other, let Uldric go for the stuns, and then let Tiberius try to get the bonus damage from the Coddle's secondary attack. I'm going to hold, though. I'm going to prioritize saving my money for special armors, I think. Or more obvious, better upgrades. A great battle. But it's against the guys that I don't really want to fight. I'll need some time to think about this. I kind of want to call it for today's episode, just keep it kind of short, but let's go to Griffin Wall, let's go to Lowenskant, see what they want. And I may have to leave the war-torn area entirely to head to Hakim al-Ramal or even al-Hazred to get good prices to sell my loot. Okay, slow and steady, I guess, through the mountains. Let's go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who was that? I didn't see. God dang it. I checked my phone from 1 second. I had a text message. Ah! I'm not chasing you. Onward to Griffin Wall. Show me what you got in your smithy. Fencing sword. I wish we could have made use of a fencer, bro, in this Let's Play. I love making one of those. Just so much harder to do when you don't have the great backgrounds. And another noble mail, which I would like to have, as a superior upgrade for our backfield bros. So we've got 2 bros in mail right now. I'm probably wealthy enough that I should just always pull the trigger. Yeah, I'll do it. The prices here are much better than at the other location. But, still not great. Good prices on tools. And food. Did I buy too much ammo? I totally didn't even see. 8 days worth of food. And then let's go ahead. Who are we going to give that armor to? Let's give it to Longbeard. And let's hook it up. I don't have any more of those hyena pelts. So let's just give him a direwolf pelt. Very cool. And then the last one to go will be tongue. And let's keep traveling. Gonna go to Lowenskant. Goblin Raiders. I think I've had enough goblins for a hot second. They don't even have a champion or anything like that, so let's not waste our time. Okay, we arrived at night. Let's chill. And in tomorrow's episode, we'll definitely get involved with the Noble War. We've got plenty of time today, though. It's just, see what you would like. A great battle? Yeah. I would like to do that. And I would like to do it from this side. They're rebuilding here. The prices here look even better than the last place. It was 15 on the Bear Hat last time, 18 now. Alright, I'm comfortable selling at that price. Let's recoup some of our losses. Sell the Noble Sword. I'm a hoarder when it comes to a lot of this stuff. I'm trying not to be, though. We'll probably get rid of some of this. I don't need the Bloody Flight. Don't need the bolas. Definitely don't need this many nets. I might keep an extra one. Okay. Don't need that either. Buy 2 more stacks of tools, get some fish. And yeah, let's just prep up. Let's just get to the Great Battle. Let's do it. I want to get involved. And the Great Battle's right here. Awesome. Well, that's pretty easy. I don't know if we're going into the Great Battle right away. A lot of times these have, like, preliminary fights. And this is also probably not my best crew for these types of fights. Let's get some of our heavy hitters in here. Let's go... We'll Jeb out. Just kind of do a little bit of organization here. And I like having the archers, but maybe not quite so many. Let's put in Logan here. And I do want to bring some of my guns back. Let's give Logan a gun. Something like that. And let's also give Tunican a gun. So a nice mix of crossbows, guns, and you know, some war bows for the range. Is this the front line that I like? It's got lots and lots of stuff to deal with heavy armor. I mean, we look like incredible badasses. That is not disputable. Okay. Let's head over to the army camp. See what's going on. Arriving at Sir Robert's war camp, you find the men cheering on a barely dressed woman riding around on a donkey. Oh, Jesus. The lady and the ass ride off into a tent which quickly swells with men. Egil Styrbjorn, High Jarl, asks if he can go. You state that you're going too, so yes, of course. Just then, Sir Robert grabs you. He leads you to his command tent. Trust me, you don't want to see that. You do not trust him. What do you need the Sons of Sigmar to do? That is incredibly gross. I would never go to a donkey show, and I would never watch that. Zero interest. Sir Robert points at a scroll laid across one of his maps. There are numbers down it, and the numbers are shrinking the lower they get down the page. We are running low on food and supplies. We usually requisition stores by visiting the farmers south of here. I need you to go down there and pick more up. They'll be expecting you there. Shouldn't be any problems. The company will move out within the hour. Alright, this always ends up with me killing a bunch of farmers. The farmhouses are in the distance. Fields of crops seesaw into a crisp wind, rustling like calm ocean waves. Farmhands chop through the fields with scythes. A crew of followers heaving the remains with pitchforks. Donkeys bring up the rear, drawing carts through the roughshod terrain. Let's see what we're here for. Or let's get what we're here for. You get up to the farmers only for them to resist. Their leader crosses his arms and shakes his head. You're mercenaries, right? Then you'd understand the need for gold more than most. We're simple farmers, not money changers. All we ask is a little compensation for our work. You give us 1,200 crowns, and we'll give you the food. We're still taking a loss with that agreement, but I still think that's fair. See, I hate this. You forget your place, farmer. You want us to take it by force? You did not come here to broker deals. There will be no compensation. Sir Robert sent us here to... The farmer laughs and interrupts. The commander sent some lapdogs. Well, I'll tell you what, little doggy. Let's see if your men are more bark than bite. Oh my god, a plethora of peasants. I hate this so much. Ugh. We'll end the round. Let them come. I'll give them a sporting chance. Okay. Did I give them a sporting chance, or did I just lure them even deeper unto death? And those of you smart enough to actually bring a weapon to this fight, I salute you. But you have made yourself targets. No! You poor peasant. You came in with no weaponry. You guys are almost not worth the ammunition. I've probably mentioned before that Hamlet's like one of my favorite plays ever written. There's so much in it that I love. And there's a speech that is given to Laertes, a son from his father. And in it, he says something to the effect of like, be careful not to like enter into arguments with other men or to fight with other men. But if you find yourself in a fight with other men, make sure that you're the one that wins. And I've always thought that that was just great advice. And that's part of a series of great advice that he gives him. It's over. And I always try to remember that in my own life. It's like, I'm not looking for a fight, but if you drag me into it, you are going to get it. The farmers and their hired swords are put down. One of the farmhands, kicking backward with his guts hanging out, begs for mercy as you close in for the kill. You shake your head. You're all turned out, kid. This right here is mercy. The blade slides easily through his throat. He gargles, but it's over very quickly. You order the men to collect the foodstuffs and prepare to return. Fools. Yeah, I feel bad about that. Not good. The war camp is just as you left it. You're not sure if that's good or bad. Tomorrow will bring more shite to take care of, so you order the Sons of Sigmar to get some rest. Rest soon will be called upon again. There's no need for rest. If anything, we're just kind of in bad mood. Yeah. Yeah. We got put in bad moods from slaying the peasants. But guys, I think that's actually going to be it for me today. We'll finish up with this. This is a pretty cool series of missions. We'll finish up with this tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the Goblin City battle. I had a ton of fun doing it, especially because it went so easily. But as always, y'all, I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.